Overdevelopment in Okinawa. Okinawa, a place known for its crystal clear waters, coral reefs, subtropical forests, and deep cultural roots. But behind the breathtaking scenery, Okinawa is facing a growing challenge: overdevelopment. Our group, Team Nago, has explored this issue in depth. Let us show you what we discovered. What is overdevelopment? Overdevelopment happens when land and resources are used too rapidly or without long-term planning. In Okinawa's case, it's a combination of two major forces: the concentration of U.S. military bases and the rapid expansion of tourism. Despite making up just 0.6% of Japanese land, Okinawa houses more than 70% of all the U.S. forces stationed in Japan. This has led to congestion, land shortages, and environmental stress across the islands. Destruction of nature. To build golf courses and resort hotels, forests are often cleared and hills are flattened. For example, on Ishigaki Island, new developments have destroyed large areas of forest. This has a direct impact on the native wildlife, especially the crested serpent eagle, known as kamuriwashi in Japanese. Their habitat is shrinking, and their numbers are now at risk. Water overuse. Another serious issue is the overuse of water. On Miyako Island, luxury hotels often have multiple swimming pools, fountains, and water attractions. While these facilities appeal to tourists, they require massive amounts of fresh water. This stains the island's limited water supply, especially during the dry season, affecting local people's daily lives. Impact on local life. Tourism is important for the economy, but when it grows too fast, it can harm the very communities it's meant to support. Local residents are now facing traffic congestion, noise pollution, and large amounts of waste. In areas near popular attractions like Jangulia, traffic jams have become a daily frustration. And while tourists enjoy their stay, some locals feel they're losing control over their land, lifestyle, and peace.
Exceeding carrying capacity. Every place has a limit. Carrying capacity refers to the number of people or amount of activity an environment can handle without being damaged. In Okinawa, the number of tourists often exceeds this limit. Natural sites become polluted, coral reefs are damaged, and the overall experience both for tourists and locals deteriorate. What can we do? Part 1. Awareness. Awareness is the first step to change. We can use social media, blog, and school projects to raise awareness about environmental issues. Educating people about sustainable tourism and sharing Okinawa's environmental changes can help reduce harmful behaviors.
We also need action. Creating multilingual flyers and videos helps tourists understand the rules and respect local customs. Community events like beach cleanups, coral conservation, and eco-tours not only protect nature, they connect visitors with local values.
It's time to rethink how tourism works. Instead of focusing only on big resorts, we can support locally run experiences. We can guide visitors to hidden gems outside typical tourist paths, places that are beautiful and meaningful but less crowded. This way, tourism becomes a tool for environment, not exploitation. Therefore, we interviewed Kevin, an architect, to gain a new perspective on this issue from an expert. Here's a glimpse of that interview.
I think that the reason that the tourism is attractive is because of the landscape and the culture.
Right.
And you must work to preserve those things. Otherwise, you have a situation that's just about better weather than where someone has traveled from. So I think that you need to be very strategic and integrate the new development and still preserve the landscape and the culture. Be done by limiting the areas where development can occur. I don't think it's a good practice to say we can develop everything because that's what will happen. And then landscape and the local residents, they'll be gone. You should have only certain areas for development. Yes, I think because it makes it, there are less places for local residents to live. It is more expensive. And I think that could cause resentment. If it changes their way of life and causes them to move away, they would not be happy.
Right.
On the other hand, for those residents who get financial gain,
Yes.
they're happy. You know, they made a choice to make themselves financially better, and maybe they move somewhere else. So maybe a few people are not resentful, but those who weren't fortunate, maybe they could be. As an architect, I always look for solutions. So my solution would be, is to make any housing affordable for local residents that are taken away by development. So if those who want to stay, make sure they have a place to stay. If they want to stay, make sure there is a place for them to stay that they can afford. Because I think that is the main issue, is housing.
Oh, housing.
At least from my perspective, because that's what I do. I don't like those impacts. So what are my thoughts? I think it goes back to a lot of the things I said in the beginning. You have to limit the amount of development so that you don't destroy the very thing that you want to see and enjoy. So the impacts are not good. And this is not just in tourist areas. This is in many cities around the world. The cost of living becomes so high that the residents cannot live. And also the people who provide services, they cannot live. So you have a place where getting all the support that you need for people, like say grocery stores, a mechanic to fix a car, a plumber to fix a broken pipe, they cannot live close by. And the few that do are of course very expensive because there's only a few of them, and also they are not very available because there are not too many. So I think that the impacts are bad for the residents and the tourists. The tourists will find and the people who run the businesses cannot run them well as well, and the locals, residents, are forced out by cost. And this is not just in tourist areas. This is in many, many places, and particularly cities. This is a problem in my city, in Seattle, in USA. Everyone is displaced by foreign tech workers. They come from all over the world for these high-paying jobs, and the prices become very high. And all the people who live there always, they have to move away. And all the people who provide services have to live very far away. So it's this similar situation.
Yeah.
It's not just limited to tourism. It's all many different things can cause this problem. And it's usually when one group comes that has a lot more money
Yes.
than the group that's there already. Yes, I think I would space the development out to leave lots of green space, space for parks, forest, beach, in between the development, so that it's not all just pushed together. It's nice to maintain green space with buildings and make them separate, so that it's can be enjoyed by everyone. For us, it is the most important thing is the good of the design of the building, and also the good of the community. Goodbye. And if you can save water or electricity and reduce pollution, everybody wins. And it just takes somebody to do it, to be smart about it. And to be if it's good for the environment and it also saves money, that's smart. I think if it only saves money, is bad for the environment, that's not smart. If it's only good for the environment and it costs too much, that's not good. It has to be equal.
Okinawa is more than a tourist destination. It is a home for people, for culture, and for life. Let's work together to protect its beauty and ensure that future generations can enjoy the islands just as we do today.